What's good, people? It's your boy Twale here to bring you a review for Kingdom, chapter 610, entitled Rinshoujo's Advice. Now, this chapter opened up right where it left off from last chapter with my man Gyo-un coming with the haymaker. I mean, his blade was bent. His whole, the glaive itself was bent backwards, and he was coming down with the swing. And from Shin's point of view, it looked like Gyo-un had the faster strike, it had the faster swing. But to everybody's surprise, even though you could see it, you could hear the heart beating, Uhon was able to not only block it and weather that hit, but then parry it and knock his glaive away at the cost of his horse, because Uhon's horse gave it up like a thug. Both of its legs on its left side completely buckled to where you can see the bone spurts, kind of like when Mobu and Kanmei were fighting, and then they both stopped each other's attacks and the bone popped out of their fucking elbows. It's kind of like that, but it's popping up the horse's leg, not down. So Gyo-un comes through with the swing. Like I said, Uhon parries it, blocks it, and goes for the stab. Now, oh shit. I know I called this when I said, well, it's not really calling it, it's just my honest opinion. Uhon had to get this kill, otherwise he was not worthy of being promoted to general with Moten and Shin. As far as achievements in this battle, yes, I know he had the whole Choyu thing where he was the one that came up with the plan and executed the plan, killed Earl Shi, even though he wasn't really he wasn't really giving it his all in the fight, kinda. Yes, I get all of that. But in terms of this arc and this war, Uhon has finally done what he needed to do to become a general. He took Gyo-un out. No help, no tag teams, I guess it is kind of fuckery because his horse was broken and he was leaning to one side, falling down, and just got this fucking stabbing, yo! Fucking hype, son. Because I kept telling people, yo, Uhon needs this kill. I even commented on my man Live Via Satellite's video 4 or 5 times. Uhon needs this kill. If Uhon doesn't get this kill, he's been lackluster this entire fucking war. Because aside from killing Gyo-un just now, the only thing Uhon had actually done was awaken his army. Because the crippling of Banaji's unit didn't really matter once he got the remnants of the Gakure army, and then it really didn't matter once those crippled soldiers came back to fight. So Uhon needed to do something that was solid in stone. Uhon did this, and it's fucking great. And he got the kill on Gyo-un. Good shit. Now, we get the flashback. We get more of a flashback into Gyo-un's life and his backstory with Rinshoujo. Now, I'm not sure, because it wasn't explicitly stated in the actual chapter, but if you look at the panel where Gyo-un states that he has been with Rinshoujo for the longest, it's 2 panels actually with a rather young looking Gyo-un, and I'm guessing that's Chogaryu, the one that was fighting him in the tabletop strategy when Rinshoujo slapped him in the back of the head. But the first panel that I want to really talk about is the panel above that one where Rinshoujo is just walking through. It looks like slaves because they're chained up, they're roped up at the waist, and they're all just sitting on the floor in rows, and everyone but Gyo-un, it just has their head down. Gyo-un is the only one that actually is seemingly looking Rinshoujo in his eyes, and then Rinshoujo gives that kind of, I could use this young man. And then the next panel is him training Gyo-un in strategy with, like I said, I'm assuming it's Chogaryu because of how close their friendship was, but I'm not entirely sure. But he's training Gyo-un in strategy. But we know Gyo-un is an instinctual type, so it's even at that early age, he was more instinctually based. So he's getting slapped around for not knowing the basic strategies and shit, which is cool. I really like seeing panels like that. Then we get another flashback panel of Rinshoujo, Renpa, and the big dude that's a part of Renpa's Four Heavenly Kings. Like, he was going at it with Renpa and Rinshoujo was just grilling each other. I thought they was brothers and shit. They was just grilling each other like, yo, you want to die? And then the fat nigga was, and Gyo-un was just literally face to face like, nigga, like, soon as my general say something, I'm gutting your fat ass. And it looked like the same reaction. Like, I know that they're supposed to be like best friends and they're cool and shit, but seeing Renpa's men, Kaishibo, there we go, Kaishibo is his name. Seeing Kaishibo have this sort of reaction with Gyo-un as compared to the same, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the same type of thing he did when they had that dinner with Oki, and Kaishibo and Roku Omi were going at it, and well, Renpa and Oki weren't giving each other the grill, but like Kaishibo and Roku Omi were like, yo, so what's up? I'll kill this pig. And he was like, man, try it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like seeing interactions between generals and between their soldiers. Like, that's probably what, like, the best thing out of the whole High Shin unit. Like, not take away Shin and Uhon and Moten, just their units like interacting with each other. Like, when Moten's unit is like, fuck, like, Shin is here. Like, yo, just leave. Go home. We're tired of fucking dealing with you. Just leave, niggas. Like, that shit to me is cool. When you see Shin and talking shit to Banyo, like, yo, this old nigga, like, yo, this old nigga, it's tight. Like, yo, it's just fun to me. I like seeing shit like that. So, seeing this from the older generation, and, you know what I'm saying, seeing how it's basically the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were friends, they were brothers, but niggas get on each other's nerves at a point in time, and yo, you want to die? Like, I will kill you. Like, what's up? And I love it. I love every single panel of that. What else happened in this chapter, honestly? Like, it was a lot of flashback, and then you got the kill, and then it was Gyo-un's advice, or rather Rinshoujo's advice for the Swords of Unification. So, like we got from Chogaryu, if you should find the Sword of Unification, yeah, we coming down with it, coming down. If you should find the sword, destroy that shit. Break that shit in half. Like, literally, take your glaive and just break that shit, yo. And that was rule number 1. Rule number 2 was, if you fail to do that, and you are unable to destroy this Sword of Unification, you have to impart some valuable lesson. And honestly, I think everybody in the Kingdom community was along these lines of, like, if you can't beat them, don't join them. Like, oh my god, if Gyo-un joined the High Shin unit or the Goku-Ho, oh my god, that that would have been worse than Shin and Uhon tag team and the killer's ass. That would have been bad. So I mean, like, everybody and their grandmother was hoping that it wasn't join them if you can't beat them. But what we did get as a part of the second rule was, if you can't stop the Sword of Unification, impart these words of advice. And basically the words of advice was, don't stop until it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, the exact words was something like, a raised sword must continue until its downstroke is completed. Nigga, fuck all the hyperbole, fuck all the ancient language, nigga. Once you pick up your blade, nigga, you don't put this bitch down till the kingdom's united. You feel me? That's the fucking lesson. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't put the blade down until you have completed the objective, and the objective is total unification of these lands. And Shin and Uhon reasonably are like, what? Like, what do you, like, first of all, Shin was like, yo, didn't your boss die decades ago? Nigga, I'm 25. He ain't talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And Uhon's men just being Uhon's men, they like, oh, a message for Home-sama? I'm pretty sure Gyo-un just said, I have a message for the two of you. But, you know, Dick Riders gotta be Dick Riders. It's only for Home-sama. Whatever. He gives them the message, again, if you pick up your blade for the unification of these lands, bitch, that shit better not be sheathed until you actually unify these lands. That's what my nigga's saying. In other words, we probably never gonna see Shin and just have a, like, relaxing ass arc where, like, Shin is just in his city managing shit. You know what I'm saying? We're probably never gonna see some shit like that because niggas can't rest. Niggas can't put their swords down. Niggas can't do nothing until this shit is unified and complete. That is what the fucking second thing was. And cool, I liked it. I also liked how even like near death, he stopped his men from going after them. It's like, yo, fuck it. Before I die, let me just let these little niggas know what the fuck is up. Cool. I love Gyo-eun. I really do. I really respect Gyo-eun as a character, as a general. I fucks with him. OD. But, and I say this like reluctantly, but my nigga one hit. Like, yo, I was sitting here hyped for a duel, like an actual duel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, parries, weaves, flinches. Like, no, this nigga got blocked and parried and then stabbed. But then again, the duel probably couldn't go on for that long. His horse was fucking broken. But still, I taking it out of the king, like a reader's perspective now, I would have much rather it had been a longer fight. That's just like my one nitpick of this battle. I would have much rather it had been a little longer. Maybe a little less flashbacks of Gyo-eun's past and shit. Because like again, I'm not sure if he was a slave or if he wasn't a slave, but the way that panel looked, it looked like he was on the fucking auction block and he was like, you know what I'm saying? He was like slave number 10 and he was like, Rin Shoujo was just going down the line and saw something in Gyo-eun. So he took him and that's why he started to train him and shit. I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't stated specifically. That's just what I got from the panels. Seeing Gyo-eun as a kid getting herbed up, you know what I'm saying, because he's not strategic, he's instinctual. So that was cool too. Seeing the interaction between Renpa and Rin Shoujo and Kashibo and Gyo-eun, that was cool. Seeing my nigga Uhon get the kill, great shit. Great shit. Now it puts more like weight on him last chapter, telling his men to trust him. Like, yo, I got this. Trust in me. I got this. This is what I do. So kudos to that. Kudos to Shin for not getting involved until the very end, because the way last chapter set up and the way this chapter started off, he was right there. Like, if Shin wanted to, he could have bodied the first two people and then attacked Gyo-eun. But he decided to give Uhon this chance to prove himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't interfere until after Uhon got the kill. And then I think two of the spears, I'm not sure, because they didn't state like their affiliation. They just was Gyo-eun's men. So I'm not sure if they were just regular Ryun or if they were actual 10 spears. But two of them go to kill Uhon because, you know, they angry, they captain, they general just died. And then Shin comes and body shit. So that was good shit on Shin, knowing not to interfere in the general's fucking duel. Fucking Zao niggas need to learn that shit. But other than that, I think that was the chapter. We really didn't get much from we didn't get anything from any of the other battlefields. All we got was Shin and Uhon finally taking out Chogaryu. Finally taking out Gyo-eun. It stated that the last of Rin Shoujo's 10 heroes have died. Gyo-eun was the first. Apparently, he was the first one. He said he had been with Rin Shoujo the longest, so he was the first one to join Rin Shoujo, kind of like To was, and he's the last one to die, kind of like how To will be, because nigga, everybody else in the fucking Oki army can die, but To, that's my nigga. To was gonna live. So that was my review for Kingdom chapter 610. Like, comment, and subscribe, people, and stay tuned for more. Peace.